Hello there, guitar freaks. I hope you're all doing extremely well, and welcome to this new series of lessons. And we're gonna deal with some economy and sweep picking for this series, so stay tuned. This is a really serious subject regarding your picking skills. Let me start by saying that this is gonna be the most important exercise regarding sweep picking and muting that you'll ever do. So this is just for your picking hand. Forget about the fretting hand. You're gonna learn how to sweep pick through the 6 strings and mute every unwanted noise at the same time. So what you want to do, start off by leaving your fretting hand down here, and then think about your pick. When you're going through 6 strings, the most economical way of doing it, obviously if you're going from the 6th to the 1st string, would be to play downstrokes through everything. For example, if I was going to play the open strings alone, it would sound something like this. Right? Horrible, I know. But if we could take care of the unwanted noise and treat it and make it sound like this, wouldn't that be better, right? So what do we do about this? First of all, your motion, your pick should be one continuous downstroke, not a series of many smaller downstrokes like this, but just one downstroke. I know there's still noise, we're going to talk about this in a few minutes, so bear with me. You want your pick each time it strikes one string to rest firmly on the next string. So when you're playing from the 6th to the 5th, don't hesitate, don't take back the motion you just did, embrace it and just go for the next string and rest your pick there. After you do this, imagine that the next string is going to do the same thing, and the next is going to do the same, and the same. So in the end you'll have one motion. Second, and most important of all, you should take care of muting every string that you leave ringing at the same time that you strike the next string. So, how do we do this? You should use the underside of your thumb to mute every string that you want to leave out. Be careful, I'm not talking about palm muting every string. This would sound something like this, which is also not good to my ears, at least when you want to have a result clean like this maybe. Otherwise it will sound like, which is entirely different, and I think most people would agree with me on that. So what you want to do is every time, let me just stand sideways so you can see more clearly the underside of my thumb. I'm picking the 6th string, resting on the 5th, and when I'm going to strike the 5th, I'm going to use the underside of my thumb to mute the 6th string. And I'm doing this at the same time. Then right after this, I'm doing the same here, and so on. And so forth. I know it doesn't sound as clear because I'm not comfortable right now, but this is the motion you should be aiming for. Right after you're pretty comfortable doing this without any metronomes and shit, you should put a metronome. So start with quarter notes at 60 BPM, maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, something like this. Maybe it's useful to use other parts of your picking hand as well to mute a bit more. For example, when I'm getting to the last string, my picking hand is in a position that I have to mind the 6th string as well, and this is not doable if I'm just using the underside of my thumb. I have to use the underside of my palm as well, right here. You can see this? Yeah. Especially if you're with a 7th string or another type of extended range guitar, I don't know. So, after the quarter notes build up to speed and go to, I don't know, 100 BPM, you can go back to 50 or 60 and try 8th notes, triplets, 16th notes, etc, etc. So what you want to have is something that sounds like this. And whenever you're ready by this, then we'll move on to the next lesson, so stay tuned for this. Cheers!